It is Domino for the Pure Joel Start off news this early Saturday morning, September 3rd, 2016, and just before the Pure Channel, Sunday morning night, some of the early morning news headlines in the overnight hours of this early Saturday morning, 3rd of September 2016, Peter's have it. Here are your news headlines. The top story at 1:47 in the morning time is FBI prayers off a closer look at Hillary Clinton mail inquiry. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte placed the nation on lockdown Friday night after an explosion at Davao City market that killed at least 14 people and injured everyone. Official Philippines News Agency reported. Vladimir Putin said hacking at the thousands of Democratic National Committee emails and documents was a service to the public but denied the U.S. Uzbekistan President Islam Karimov, one of Asia's most afforded leaders, who had died at the street age 78. Brazil's outside president promised a strong prediction against new government. Pakistani officials examined a site of bombing in Ramada in Pakistan and on Friday as two separate militant attacks killed at least 13 people in the northwest in Pakistan. When gunmen were wearing suicide vests stormed a Christian colony near the town. Ramadan. Baba Teresa died in Calcutta, India 19 years ago, will be formally declared a saint at the Catholic Church by Pope Francis the Vatican ceremony on Sunday. Beijing, China announced on Saturday that it was ratified the emissions cutting agreement breached last year in Paris, giving a big boost to the efforts to bring the accord into effect by the end of this year. A police officer was killed when gunfire erupted as he pursued a suspect on foot in the south of New Mexico. Authorities said an officer committed 33 of McCarter Police Department was fatally shot Friday when he and another officer changed gun battle with a suspect. Rally North Carolina, the emails in the North Carolina election board seem to routine at the time. Is there any way to get a breakdown in 2008 photo turnout by race? According to U.S. judge, government can keep killing dominating birds. Majority of the French say that it is government social interest should be the top priority of the candidates in the next year's presidential election, the lobby poll showed. Chinese government regulators will have launched an investigation to the two closely watched takeovers local by China did a Shishing acquisition of U.S. China and the Copper Corporation bid for DreamWorks and information. Richmond, Virginia, it sounds like U.S. and government suggests the Federal Reserve daily that the federal interest rate tax has increased the risk level of failing beyond the criminal objective of Richmond President Jeffrey Lacker said. Amazon and Starbucks pay less tax than Austria and local social sale. The country's Chancellor Christian Kurz said the news interview. SpaceX certified the investigation of the way that caused the Thursday launch pad to expose to the Australia. One of the rockets and a $200 million satellite. Scientists Class Energy of Spirit, UN Emergency Committee says it remains international public health emergency. With election day just a couple of months away, we are not locked in, and there is to this one in the battles and various presidential campaigns in history. Our fathers really could to the cabinet and fired. There's so many past election day victory that now focusing on not only on the 1 and 2 battlegrounds that win ensure win by the woman and not propulsively the electoral college inside. On attack from Republicans over painful play allegations, Hillary Clinton's cabinet on Friday took over the opportunity punchback, ripping Donald Trump with his foundation and run in with an Internal Revenue Service. Washington, the only voted data first reported earlier this week, then smaller than previously thought, according to an update from state officials. And now look at local news at 1:50. Attleboro police are issued an increasing number of tickets for Texas while driver, but the problem keeps getting worse. Even a fourfold in the number of tickets over the past 4 years, drastically understates the problem. The problem is they say almost everybody does it. Attleboro Police Chief Kyle said even his own cruiser was struck from beyond it last week by a driver who might have been texting in time, but combined with increasingly when Brooks texted the president to charge the police. We'll have more on travel story coming up on the weather segment of the Peter Channel. Start off news. Peter Channel News Hub is now 1:51 on this early Saturday morning. Take a look at New England alerts at 4 hours ago in Boston, Massachusetts. Last night, shots were fired. They requested to able to subscribe to at the Walnut Park on Washington Street. Peter Channel News Hub 1:51 on this early Saturday morning. It's 9 minutes to 2 a.m. on this early Saturday morning, and it is time now for Travel and Transit Report. Beep! MBTA, subway, commuter rail, and ferries are looking good as they have shut down for the night. Okay, take a look at hours and Bowie's Connecticut and Rhode Island, it's looking good except on Route 284 westbound side. Little slow just for around Route 91 in Hartford, Connecticut. Interstate 95 at eastbound side. Northbound side, it's slow at Fort Lee, New Jersey, just before the George Washington Bridge. 87 at the northbound side, back to the route stretch. And I was always of Rhode Island, looking good except on Interstate 295 northbound side. Little slow just around Route 37 out in Cranston. 128 northbound side, little slow after Route 2 in Lexington. Mass fire, changing 292 for Auburn and 91 in Chicopee, little slow. Here's the X-A Fury, both ends back to Brand, Interstate 87 in Albany. How is Zimbabwe's Vermont North Stream looking good? All with 59 and the northbound side, back to just around 202 out in 7 back towards Montreal. Peter Chaladusa is there, 152 on this early Saturday morning. It's time now for a weather report. And this is the latest 2 a.m. advisory on Gastone. It weakens with tropical depression as Azores Meteorological Service has discontinued the tropical storm water for the west of the central Azores and no coastal water is affected. 2 a.m. The center of tropical depression Gastone was located in latitude 40.2 to the north, latitude 27.9 to the west. Gastone is moving to the east northeast near 60 miles an hour. Again, east northeast wind and then northeast wind and most of them increasing in the forward speed expected during the next 12 to 24 hours. On the forecast director consider Gastone will continue to move away from the Azores. Max the same with an increase to 35 miles or 55 kilometers higher gas. In addition, we can expect the Gastone's forecast become a revenue low this morning. The revenue low should be dissipated by Sunday morning. After a minute set pressure of 1,005 millibars and 268 inches and surface walls are continued by Gastone are affected the Azores and should continue today. The swap cause light fretted and surfing whip current conditions for vibration produced products from your local weather office. And now, latest on our mind, latest 2 a.m. advisory, and it is Hermite races northeast wind across the North Carolina and dangerous storm surge expected in Hampton Roads areas and Thompson warning has been discontinued for the south of Surf City, North Carolina. Thompson warning is in effect for Surf City, the San Diego, Pamlico, and Amblomay Sands and Chesapeake Bay from Drum Point southward and Tournament from Cobb Island eastward, Delaware Bay. Thompson watch to effect from North City Hill to the west of Watch Hill. North City Hill to west of Watch Hill. Thompson watch to effect. Areas elsewhere along the United States, Northeast Coast should monitor the progress of this system. Additional watches the water that may be required for portions of this area on Saturday, as tropical water means that tropical conditions are expected somewhere within the water area within 36 hours. From storm duration, especially area, including possible inland watches warnings, please monitor the product instituted by local National Weather Service Forecast Office. At 2 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the center of tropical storm Hermite was located in the North Carolina, near latitude 34.9 at the north, latitude 77 out to the west. Hermite is moving towards the northeast near 22 miles an hour, and this general motion is expected to continue with some decrease in forward speed this Saturday night. At present, toward the north is expected on Sunday on the forecast track. The center of Hermine will continue to the move across the eastern North Carolina during the next 7 hours that emerge over the today. Here's the tally data indicate that the back to the state with near 6 miles an hour where Hurricanes has strong winds divided area of the Atlantic waters will be well to the southeast of the center. Straight into this forecast after the center moves offshore, air might be becoming a hurricane intensity by Sunday, and Trump's will report with the center also to 185 miles an hour, and mainly to the south and east center because of this warm water on the Atlantic at 85 degrees. Estimated with the center pressure 98 millibars, 47 inches. Wind tropical conditions are considered to spread northward within the water area along the Atlantic coast by Sunday. Tropical conditions are possible in the watch area by Sunday or Sunday night. Storm surge, the combination of storm surge and be tidal will cause normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by rising waters moving inland from the shoreline. There is a danger of not fitting in the duration during the next 24 hours in the Hampton Roads area. Person within area should be taking all necessary actions to protect life and the property from rising water and properly fall. Instructions include evacuation orders from local officials that be possibly a life-threatening danger to the next 4 hours at the most coastal locations between North Carolina, Virginia border and Bridgeport, Connecticut. Water could reach the following heights along the ground if the break surge occurs at high tide. North Carolina coast 1 to 3 feet, Everett Road 3 to 5 feet, elsewhere from the North Carolina to Virginia border to Bridgeport, Connecticut 2 to 4 feet. Rainfall. Hermine is expected to produce total rainfall accumulation for the 8 inches by the east central of the nation of North Carolina, far southeast Virginia and its coastal section of the Delmarva Peninsula and coastal southern New Jersey. Flat Sunday days rain may cause life and flash floods. Heavy rain affect coastal North New Jersey and Long Island Sunday night and early Monday as rain bands on the south. Hermine may produce additional isolated rainfall amounts of 3 to 5 inches over the North Water tonight and early Saturday. Our tornado in 2 minutes possible overnight across the North Carolina Outer Banks. North Carolina Outer Banks. Okay, let us look at the latest radar on the latest radar situation on Hermine. This is Hermine's rains. It's raining on eastern North Carolina, stretching on southeast Virginia, and then on the southeastern Virginia and southern portions of Maryland. And this had heavy winds, rain showers stretching from Norfolk, Virginia, stretching all the way eastern North Carolina, and this is the satellite combine radar, and it shows the eye of this around the east central portion of North Carolina. Although it's not a hurricane, but it's a tropical storm. But this is a dangerous storm, so people got to be prepared. And look at that. So 701, a area showers that thunderstorm was located about 8 miles east of that. Last it tells us the stretchment of the west with a movement of tropical wave. Environmental conditions are only marginally connected to development and nature to be solar occurs. This is expected to continue to move in the westward toward the lesser until that it reach the Caribbean Sea by early next week. The first should just warehouse. Low new 10% and formation chance for 5 days. Low 20%. Alright! 7-day forecast. It goes. Let's look at the hazardous weather outlook. Because we are keeping an eye on Hermine, see what it does. Hurricane Hermine, which is now tropical storm impact 7 New England Sunday to Tuesday with a rain wind effect. There's critical surgery with a track certainty of Hermine will trigger the magnitude instead of impact for 7 New England. Current impacts are expected to be mainly coastal with the greatest mix of a different terrain and strong gusty winds along the south coast. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For tonight, we get some podcast goes overnight, low about 54 degrees. Coming for Saturday, podcast coming at 75 degrees east, wind about 3 to 5 miles an hour. For Saturday night, slight podcast with a low around 56 degrees, northeast about 3 to 5 miles an hour. For Sunday, slight chance showers after 3 p.m. Podcast coming at 72 degrees, northeast about 9 to 17 miles, and chest space is 20%. Saturday night, chance showers, podcast going about 61 degrees, and northeast about 60 miles an hour. Gust desire 29 miles an hour. Chest space is 50% for limited showers. Active class sky about 70 degrees. Chest space is 70%. But at that, tropical conditions possible. Chest showers. Class sky about 63 degrees. Chest space is 40%. Tuesday, tropical conditions possible. Chest showers. Most class sky about 76 about 65 degrees. Chest space is 35%. Wednesday, parts of the most class sky about 81 about 65 degrees. Thursday, parts of the most class sky about 82 about 65 degrees. And for Friday, most class sky about 88 degrees. Currently, it's not near. It is overcast skies, and it's 57 degrees with a humidity of 94%. That's going to be the Peter Channel. Sign up news and it's early Saturday morning, September 3rd, 2006. Good night. With a good positive thought. See you later this morning with the Peter Channel morning news. But we have a good night. Right now, time now, exactly 2 a.m. in the morning time on this early Saturday morning. Peter Channel will be signing off in the night. So the spirits will be a good night and good morning. Good night.